on time and we show you the junk that we picked up at our local thrift stores or yard sales or Facebook Marketplace, and we tell you what we paid for it and what we're gonna sell it for. If you love junk and DIYs, make sure you hit that thumbs up button as well as the subscribe, and there's a little notification bell. And if you click that, you can say show all, and then it will be sure to tell you every time we go live.
Can you guys hear us okay? We've been playing with a lot of like technical things the last week, trying to use microphones and set up live streams and, you know, all the stuff. It sounds like it's working really well.
Hold on, let me talk for a second, then I gotta hear. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Oops,
It's all right. I think we can hear you.
No, I gotta check. It's all right. I think we can hear you. All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You're making it echoey.
I'm sorry, I had to check. All right, sweet. Microphones are working. We are streaming on our phone instead of our brand new camera. If you've watched our latest edited videos, you've probably seen better video quality, but only one microphone working on each video. So today, our camera wouldn't stream, so we had to use our phone, but we are doing 2 microphones. If the sound is wonky at any time, Caitlin, would you let us know?
Yeah, all right, we got a Rooster. We're gonna start her off. This is the good junk, right? We talk about finding junk. We found this at the thrift store. It was under the collectibles. They knew they had something pretty good, but it was $20 and he is in great shape. Couple little chips on the paint. Looks like someone tried to add a little extra paint over here.
Or it got paint flecked on it.
Are we painting this? What's the word on this guy?
So that's gonna get painted. Is it resin or ceramic?
I think it's ceramic.
This one is ceramic, faux show.
Yeah, this one's ceramic.
Leslie said, oh, painting. I think Leslie was confused because we said we had a new format the other day. We're only reformatting the Thursday video.
Yeah, Wednesday will stay Waste Not Wednesday, and Saturday will stay Thrift Haul.
Yeah, so we are live, and this one is not changing. If it's changing, though, we'll let you know. So.
All right, since we're on Roosters, I'm gonna move this guy off.
Missy, my skincare line is in. I have to photograph it and get all of the website stuff set up, so maybe by the end of next week, we'll have that up.
It's good stuff.
It's good stuff.
It's really good
I'm
stuff.
using it, trying all the things out. We're super excited. So this particular Rooster, we are not going to be painting. The other one is getting painted. Did we tell them that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That moves so fast, I don't even know what's going on. This one was also $20, and we're going to sell this one for $69.95 unpainted. It's like tin, and it's got wrought iron, or what is that called?
Rebar.
Rebar. So many
It's got rebar legs.
And it's got rebar legs, and then it's just got like really cool tin. I just like the patina on it. That one is super popular. Oh, and I was gonna tell you guys, if you're new here, just go to jrbhome.com, click Saturday Night Thrift Haul. You can find all the items there, or Caitlin is live dropping links.
Okay, what else?
Oh, Caitlin just dropped the first Rooster, and then she'll drop the second. Let's do this one, because this one's listed with that one.
All right, with the other Rooster there in a drop-down menu?
Yeah, so this Rooster and the other colored Rooster are together. One says tall, one says short. This is the tall Rooster, and I paid, it says $25, but I paid $20 because it gave me a deal for buying the 3 Roosters. I didn't even have to ask. And we're selling this one for $99.95, and it will be painted. And we have done a myriad of Roosters this exact same style, although this one's unique in that its mouth is open.
You know, since we paint at the end of the video, why don't you guys chime in now what color you prefer to see? We might not necessarily do that, but we might still give your color a
Give
go.
your color a whirl.
Yeah.
I can tell you there's about 3 or 4 colors it's going to be painted.
Well,
Something
we only
that
have
goes well
3 or
with
4
white
colors
wax.
in the cabinet. We've been burning through them painting furniture.
Oh, Yumiko is testing out the super chat while we're testing out the mics. Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome. I love a good super chat test. Just
Donna
saying.
said fire starter. Donna,
Fire
well, I
starter.
do love you. You know that there is 0 fire starter in my house cabinet. There's some at the shop though. Although I was ordering the paint for our craft kits, and I meant to order Summer Cottage, and I didn't actually order it, but I texted Ivy because she does all of our ordering, and I put Summer Crush, and she texted back, she's like, do you mean Summer Crush or do you mean Summer Cottage? She's like, I was thinking it was weird when you ordered black and then orange in spring.
Little Halloween theme.
She's like, it's a little early for Halloween. I'm like, no, Summer Cottage, that's what I want.
I'm gonna show these guys up close.
When would with white wax, Katie, you're my homegirl.
I'm really sad about the camera because we could have been watching this in almost 4K high def.
Next week we'll get it figured out.
I messed with it for like 45 minutes today. And the trouble I'm having is that most things are made for Windows and I have Macs. And so I had to do some finagling and we didn't quite make it.
Ivy says she's got me. All right, so this Santa and Mrs. Claus were $2 each. I am not painting them. Zeb is gonna fix the base on that one. It's a little wobbly.
Yeah,
it just needs some glue and some nails.
In
nail
fact,
gun.
the nails are what's making it loose, so
Yeah.
we'll redo the nails.
But other than that, it's in great. It does have a crack on the back if you want to show them that. I mentioned that in the listing.
Which one?
It's just right here. It's like a little thin.
Oh, it's just a little crack in the wood.
And these are $19.95, but I know that it's April, and Redrick was like, why are you buying these in April? But they were just really cool and hand carved, and actually they're hand painted. There's like a note on the bottom of that one. Merry Christmas to Holly, 2001.
And this is to John. Merry Christmas.
These just had their 20th anniversary, this Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
You know, that's crazy to think about. 20, well, it probably would have been like this Christmas. They'll have their 20th anniversary.
Yes.
But still, 2001 was 20 years ago. Who knew?
We're celebrating our 20th anniversary,
Yes.
us and Mr. and Mrs. Claus, because we got married in 2001 too.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, super chat. Thank you, Seashell. I also wanted to say vintage, but it's Seashell Salvage.
Awesome.
Thank you,
We
thank
appreciate
you.
that. Thank you. All right. So this is just a fun jug.
Yeah, so this actually is a back porch offering. Actually, let me see the box, because the box that it came in had initials, but I don't know who they were. Hold on. Maybe they
It's got this good blue, and then it's textured through the middle.
from GMC.
What did Caitlin say? When is soon?
So, oops, these are from GMC. And this is $10.95 for this crock, and it was free because it was on the back porch.
Caitlin's saying stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Leslie asked a question. When is the new IOD stuff coming? Oh, they've sneak peeked it. I think we're a few weeks out, maybe. Not positive. Thanks, Michelle.
So tonight's title was 3 thrift hauls in one, essentially. We went to the thrift store 3 times this week because we were driving by. We're like, let's just duck in. Let's duck in and
only
see.
went twice.
Is it only 2? I'm pretty sure it's 3.
No, it's twice.
No, because I went back looking for, without you, I was looking for a small piece to paint. And then you came with me because I didn't find anything, and you're like, oh, there's got to be something. I think it was 3.
That was the same trip. And I found that little nightstand. I don't know. Whatever. It says 3, it could be 2, we don't know. So this actually is new, old stock, I guess. We found it at the thrift store. We're gonna sell it the way that it is. It's $14.95, and we paid, how much does it say?
We paid $3 for this.
$3.
It's got a little crown and some wings. And if you don't love the wings, they do come off.
I don't know, they're supposed to.
Yeah, they're supposed to.
Oh, there you go.
And then
I actually like it better without the wings.
You just got that.
It's initially from Creative Co-op, which is a company I buy from all the time, but
So
I
the
bought
wings
it
are
at the thrift
cool,
store.
but they remind me of like a bug wing or something. I don't know.
Heidi says I'm late because I was watching the deconstructed chair video. That's an oldie but a goodie. All right, we're gonna move right along here. So we have this set of candlesticks originally from the Pottery Barn. And the prices on them originally were $29, $39, and $49.
Those
which,
metal?
yes, they are metal. This one is actually super heavy. They have like this really cool gold finish. So I'm not gonna paint them. They're a little bit chippy. We're just gonna clean them up and leave them as is. This is the finish that came from Pottery Barn. We're selling them for $49.95 for the set of 3. And initially they were, if my math is correct, they were over $100 for the 3.
Originally, yeah.
So
they're really heavy duty and they've got really heavy bases.
definitely weapon grade.
Yes. I don't think anything's ever been burned on these either. They've always been for look-sees.
Marsha, these are for sale. If you go to jrvhome.com and you just go to the Saturday night thrift haul, you can click that collection and it's all there. Or Caitlin's live in the live chat dropping links as we show items. So whatever works. A lot of people like to go to the collection first because they shop, because I got a hair tie that's on my wrist, because it's like the Hunger Games of thrifted items. The good stuff goes fast. All right, Zeb found this one.
I found this out in the yard. If Ian's watching, I know you know what I'm talking about, Ian. They just opened up a DI, and I'm hesitant to tell you this because, you know, maybe he wants it to be his sweet honey hole, but he was talking about it in the Jami Ray Vintage group, so I'm going to spill the beans. Houston now has a DI, and it has got some good stuff, and the pricing from what Ian reported is same as what we get here.
Yeah, the most expensive item in his basket was $6. So this sold already. I think you paid $4 for it. The tag's underneath, so it's right here.
Oh yeah, $4.
Okay.
It's pressed tin on the top, like we get those ceiling tiles sometimes, and those shelves that we do. But I just loved it. It's a church with a fun little steeple. And
we're not painting it, we like it as is.
It's white. So I think someone spray painted it possibly, or maybe that's how it came. But it's got some good chippy to it, but it's just, it caught my eye and I liked it. And,
yeah, it was a good buy. Was it in the yard?
Was in the yard.
Nice. The churches bring all the boys to the yard, apparently. Sorry, that was a really bad joke. My sister, Deborah, and Renee are together because Deborah is down in Yuma visiting my sister Renee today. So, hey, sisters.
All right, so are these, what kind of plates are these?
So these are actually, I looked them up, they're collectible. They're not super old, but the brand is, you pronounce that.
Rooster.
Rooster.
I'm sure you gotta really get after it.
Germany, so it needs like a Rooster. I don't know, I can't, my German accent sucks. But anyways, Medley Manitoba, and they are actually really, really pretty plates. There are 5 of them, and I marked them buy 5, get 1 fruit plate free because this came off the back porch. Here, let me show them this one. I don't actually like a lot of fruit plates, but I do love this one. It says stoneware, and it's just, the brand is Lynn's. Yep. So if you buy these 5 plates, you get this one free, and the set, I think I put the tag on there somewhere. Wait a second.
I'm missing a light.
You got a light out?
No, it's just not on.
Where'd the price tag go? I swear. Oh, $28.95 for the set. And Caitlin probably dropped the link.
I mixed them up because I didn't want to show them the label because you have the price tag on the label.
I realized that now what happened, but I was like, I swear.
And plus bonus fruit plate.
Kai said those are fine grade dishes. Yes, these are actually really expensive china if you go to buy it not secondhand.
Well, the center is white, but it's almost, it feels like it's like a milk glass color almost looking at it. I mean, obviously you can't see through it like milk glass can. They're cool.
Elaine says the Houston DI is at FM 1960, which is like Farm Road, and Mills Road, which is 3 minutes from Elaine. Sweet. Jean says I googled Desiree Industries and it still came up. It's like the only thing named similarly to that, so I would probably Google. I misspell stuff all the time, and somehow Google knows what I'm looking for.
Okay, so these are fun. Are we painting these?
Yeah.
We're painting these.
Yeah, these are pretty bad. So, I mean, they're not bad, but they're like there's some ducks that I like, but this 1980s version is not super great. Actually, it's 1987. There's a date on there. CHD, so probably like Corningware, home decor is what CHD probably stands for, because this totally looks like the Corningware pattern. We are gonna give these, I don't know if we'll have time tonight. My plan is to mix salt wash in with the paint and then use our new stencils, the new label stencils that we have, the mini pack. So I'm super excited to buy these. Oddly enough, this was $3, but this size was $1. And these sizes were each $3 each, and we're selling them for $10.95, $12.95, $14.95.
I feel that one, like that one got priced by someone else. Someone had the $3 price gun out, and they were just going.
They're like, you know what? We priced these, but then we priced these, and they couldn't go back, so they just did $3 on this, which I feel like is still.
These are gonna end up being cool. We've got a lot of paint tonight, so we need to.
So whatever color I stencil on these with is what I'll paint the lids to match.
Yeah. I like that.
So
that seems good.
Deborah says those are 1980 geese. I know, I had them in my kitchen. I remember, I was a small girl at the time. Geese were hot in the 80s.
All right, let's test this real quick. Can you guys hear me when I stand away from Jami? Can you hear her?
Can you hear? All right, can you hear Zeb? He's like, so Zeb talk.
No, I'm over here.
Oh, I know, but can you hear me?
I want to see if one mic's picking up like we had the other day.
Oh, okay. All right, well, could you guys hear us both?
So there's a tiny little chip in this.
Jean says yes. And I mentioned that in the listing. So this is stoneware. I paid $20 for this entire stack that Zeb's gonna show you. That one is $6.95. They're sold individually, and I've got them listed as such.
You can hear me faintly, or hear Jami faintly?
Barbara says I can hear you. Yeah, Not Too Shabby Patty says faintly, but everybody else says they could hear us. Kai, there is no new announcement. I promise. I will find your email and I will email you. We're just waiting on a finalization of a contract. It's really like technical stuff, so it's super close. All right, Jean says she can hear us. All right, so what are you telling them what the prices are? Or you just
They're $4.95 for the plates.
Okay. I didn't know if
and $6.95 for the bowl.
So these ones don't have a maker's mark on them. I think on the bigger ones they have it on the back. These are Ironstone, and it's different than China because they have like the register marks where they sit down for the glazing, and these have crazing all over the back of them that I love. Whoa! It's
right.
Funny because when I picked them up at the collectibles table, they went to like lift it up, and the gal was like, "Oh my gosh, these are heavy." I'm like, "Yeah, they're not China, they're Ironstone."
So these are a little bit different style.
Yeah, those are the church ones. So there's some that are like horse and buggy or horse and carriage, and then those are the little church ones. Those are $4.95 each too.
And then we have bigger church ones.
Yep, $12.95. Blue is really hot right now, and Ironstone even more so. This is Cavalier Ironstone. And there's this great debate on whether or not Ironstone can only be made in England. I found it in Japan. I found it in the USA. This is Mount Clements, China, but made in the USA Ironstone. Can I see the pattern on that one? So this is a faded one. But this is also made in the USA, so this pattern here, because it's the same pattern around the edge, that's just a bigger one. It's just sometimes in Ironstone, they only mark a few pieces in the set and not all of them, it's weird. So this is what some people would consider official Ironstone, because this is Johnson Brothers from England, and this is the willow pattern. Ironically, it's made in England and it's an Asian pattern, but there you go.
Then we've got a little snow scene.
Sabrina said she bought the urn with flowers. Oh, we'll show that to you in a little bit. We're gonna make that one. So I priced all these individually because a lot of Ironstone collectors don't generally do a whole set. They'll like mix and match a display. So I priced them individually. I paid $20 for the entire set, but once I sell all of it, even though it's a little bit more work to sell the pieces individually, we'll make more money overall. Plus, more people will be able to enjoy it because not everybody has enough money to buy a whole set, but they can buy a piece here, a piece there. How that works. Down Home Nester says, I have American Atelier Ironstone pieces, and Merlene says, love that stuff. And Caitlin is on as January Benches and says, we are all super excited to hopefully have a new place to call our own. We are super excited. Jude says, I have no announcement. We missed a super chat.
Yeah, well, I saw it. Well, I didn't forget her. It was from Sally.
Oh!
And she had pool questions.
Or I shouldn't yell. I'm wearing a mic. If that was loud, I apologize. The pool is coming along awesome, Sally. They break ground in June.
I've got to start digging. We saved $5,000 by running the gas and electric out.
And we literally have to run it like 6 feet.
More like 20, but I'll make it happen.
Well, the electric's right there, isn't it?
Yeah, I still got to go about 20 feet.
Oh.
About 20 feet of digging.
20 feet, $5,000, and we're going to take that money and invest in a potential slide. I don't know. It's really the only thing that we could DIY ourselves, so we decided to do it, but we're super excited.
We could probably DIY the whole thing, but no. We have other projects going now that are more beneficial for us to be
I want it to be all the way done.
All right, so fun little jar. Are we painting this?
Yes.
Or you? Because usually you don't go for the heart stuff.
No.
The hearts is fine, and especially the blue ones, because what's the maker that does? Is it Faltzcraft that does a lot of these? I think this is a little different style.
This is not Faltzcraft.
This is not.
It's stamped on the bottom. I actually don't care who made it. I don't do hearts. So for $14.95, we're going to paint the outside and we're going to stencil it. And I put in the listing decor only because once you paint it, you can't bake in it. You can't wash it. It's just for decor.
This is like the popcorn bowl of all popcorns.
So apparently this popcorn bowl is really popular because I am selling it for $29.95. I paid $4 for it, but I saw it upwards of $50, $60. It is, I believe,
it's like crockware is what it feels like.
No, it is. So it's Marshall Pottery.
Okay.
And I can't read all of it, but it's Marshall, and so that's from East Texas. And it says popcorn.
Popcorn is for sharing, and then when you get to the bottom, that's all.
Yeah, so $29.95, and you can have your own Marshall pottery dish, and they probably hand painted that. And this is called spongeware crock, like spongeware stoneware, because they've sponged the blue on the side.
Lip.
So same brand as the big crocks that have like the numbers on them. They're from East Texas. There's the bowl.
What are we doing with this? Is this also going to get the
Yes.
paint treatment?
I
don't know if we're going to get to painting everything
No,
tonight. There's a lot of
probably not.
things.
So Monday we may be doing a video on painting the rest of the stuff that we don't get to.
So this is like terracotta pot size, but a little more modern, and
It's stone.
it's got the nice long side that we can stencil on.
I'm always looking, what is it made of? Can I paint it? And what's the like makeup of it? Can I stencil and stamp it? So this one, I forgot to tell you, was $1,
Oh.
and we're gonna paint it and stencil and sell it for $9.95. So there you go. On that one.
Probably the coolest bread pan I've seen you find.
So this is a back porch offering.
Oh,
this
we didn't
is
even find it.
Ovenware BP55. This is not as valuable as like all the other crockware, but people still do collect this, and it is a great bread pan, as Zeb said, and it's $9.95. Have you given us a thumbs up yet? We bought that thumb for $2, and it is not for sale. It's NFS.
It's gonna hang out here by the eggs. If you guys watched yesterday's video, comment on yesterday's video how many times I moved it and how many times you saw the thumb, because I was hiding it in the background all over the place.
Rashonda says her baby boy says hello. Ironic, I mean, I can't believe
Hey.
that boy is a big
Yeah,
boy.
he's a big boy.
I don't think you'd want to give birth to that baby boy. I mean, he probably did way back when. In case you guys don't know, Rashonda's calling her son baby boy, but he's like, I would assume he's close to adulthood or is already an adult. So I didn't ask his age, but anyways. Hey, Rashonda's baby boy. All right, and she likes your shirt. It's the Lehi shirt.
Yeah.
All right, so
New Avenues, Mikasa.
Mikasa,
I know.
made in Japan.
I wanted to read it fun.
It's $12.95, and I'm not sure if Ashley or Caitlin bought this. I think it was Ashley, so I can't remember how much they paid, but it was like $1 or $2, and it was on my shelf at the shop. I think it was Ashley. Ashley bought it. Everybody loves the thumb. And Mama Bear Blue says, I love that thumb. I need one. Yeah, the thumb actually is probably from a home decor store. Originally it was like $12.95, but we bought it for $2 at the thrift store. And I was like, I can't sell that. So we're gonna like randomly have it in every video. And maybe we won't like mention it every time because it'll get obnoxious.
Yeah, but you know, you'll see it.
Oh,
You'll think of
Caitlin
it.
brought that to me. All right, I knew it came from one of my girls, my home girls. All right, these were 50 cents each?
50 cents each. They weren't priced. The gal at the register was like, yeah, 50 cents a piece.
So $9.95 for the set, and I love these because they can hang on the wall with greenery, perfect
So
for
someone
spring.
got started painting and didn't really finish on this one.
So I don't remember who it was, but somebody on Instagram had a basket just like this on one of their skinny, like Mora crocks, and they kind of hung it on the crock with fresh, not like fresh, but like fake spring flowers on the clock, and it was so cute. So, I mean, if these don't sell, maybe that's what I'll do with them. I don't
Maybe
know.
you'll hang on to
Because
them.
my Mora is coming tonight.
Tonight, I gotta
Like
stay
at
up late.
10:30 is when our guy is coming for the Mora, and then he's also picking up, if you guys saw the dresser with the purple flowers that we did this week, that is actually going to Kansas City. It was bought because we sell our furniture also on jrvhome.com, and that got sold when we did our video, so that's shipping out today.
What do you guys think of this duck? I like it. It's resin, but it looks like it's carved. And it's got like this stitching on it.
Jean says she told me who brought it, but I forgot. Jean, you are correct.
It's made to look like it was like a leather duck, but it's resin.
Oh, Rashonda says her boy was 9 pounds, 2 ounces, and 3 weeks early. Thank goodness. He was 3 weeks early. Redrick was 9 pounds. I thought I was going to die. And he just turned 17. Well, happy birthday, baby boy.
We're close. You said close to being an adult.
Oh, did you
gauged
tell
that
him the
right.
price and everything on this?
We got it for $2. It's $8.95 if you want it.
And it's from Red Mill Manufacturing, and it's handcrafted in the USA. And it was made in 1991, which is 30 years ago, Zeb.
That's crazy.
30 years ago.
It's crazy.
I like, it kind of almost looks like how you would do like a sewn duck. It's really fun.
You know, I'm not really having a midlife crisis because, you know, you'll probably hear me talk about it more and more as we get closer because it's early in the year. But I turned 40 this year in November, and I've been trying to debate what I want to do for a midlife crisis. But now I'm not really having like a crisis per se. I'm like, whatever, 40, I don't care. But it is weird to think about like things that were in my youth are like 30, 35 years ago now.
It's happening. All right, so it's getting old. I'm getting old too. I'm turning 39 this year. I'm not the 39th old. I'm approaching 40. All right, I was gonna talk about this one.
You tell them about that. I'm just gonna show them this.
Okay, so this is just milk glass. This time of year, I buy everything I can find because it always sells $1, and I'll sell it for $6.95. It's a fun pattern, and it's great for spring flowers.
I feel like I've been climbing the mountain. I'm about to be on the downhill side of it, right? I get to walk downhill now.
All right, so this is, it says blue. So it's Kensington blue, but this is purple, like periwinkle purple to me. I don't know. What do you think, Zeb? Would you call this blue or purple?
It's on the verge of being purple.
It's like blue with purple inside, which it's gorgeous. This is a back porch offering. And
Can you guys see the little details? The camera just doesn't do it justice. They're so crisp and clean.
Yeah, it's in really good shape, and it's not super old. I think it says 2003, and I think the price is on the bottom of that one. Zeb, what's the price?
$7.95.
$7.95, and it was free. This was on our back porch from GMC.
I'm gonna pass you some stuff.
Violet, that's the word. Heather's home said it. And Grandma says her chicken papers are on the way. Sweet. And Katie says we're still babies. True that. All right, so these were bought in round tops. These are Victorian. They don't say what they are, so I'm just assuming plated silver. They're really, really ornate, and they.
I wasn't gonna get them, but then I'm like, I like them too much, and they're heavy.
No,
I just gotta get them.
We got these by the French, over by Bar W, and we paid $5 each for them, and we're selling them for $19.95 for the pair. So essentially $10 each, and we bought them for $5 each, and they were on like discount, and I saw them everywhere. You know, it's funny because all the things I love were everywhere in Round Top, and Marburger, which is like the fancy schmancy Round Top situation. These are like $20 to $30 a piece in Marburger. So when I found them for $5, I scooped them up. I can't quite read the initials, but they're $19.95 for the set.
So, all right, before we get too far into this, who can guess why I even looked at this, gave it the time of day, purchased it? It was $4. We're gonna sell it for $29.95 because it's a cool piece. It's got like some farmhouse / industrial vibes going on, but man.
Look at those knobs. They're huge.
Yes, Cynthia, is that? I can't read that far away.
What?
Sandy.
What did Sandy say?
Sandy, they all said hooks. They know what I was after. Because for $4, I got 3 hooks. These hooks this size would probably be like $7 or $8 a piece.
Easy.
On the half off sale at the Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, I haven't been to Hobby Lobby in a while, but they're big. They're way larger than your average hooks. We're gonna sell it for $29.95, but we are going to paint it and kind of make it over, but let the hooks kind of shine.
Yep.
So super excited about that. And they have like a copper color. I don't think they are actually copper.
I feel like they were trying to be oil rubbed bronze at one point, but they're a little dusty.
But I love, so this almost looks like if they were to take a leather, but it's cast iron.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this little piece is. So I think when we paint and wax it, it'll kind of bring out all the detail in that piece.
But just a good little 3-hook piece. I always need hooks. Whoop. I'll show you what banged in a minute. So this is this from the back porch too?
Yeah, so I was like, I can't get it clean. I was like, that's frosted depression glass. And from what I understood, so you guys tell me if I'm wrong, depression glass generally has seams. It was inexpensive, made during the Depression, where you could turn in little coupons to get the glass, and it's heavier than you would think. And this is definitely heavier.
It's got a little bit of seating in there.
Yeah, it's got a
little
few bubbles.
few imperfections. I think we're gonna take it to Jean and let her work her lemon oil / magic eraser magic.
But it's really not dirty. It's frosted pink.
Yeah,
I found that out when I was
There's like a couple
for it.
little spots like that,
yeah.
And that might be in the glass. It could be.
No, that's a bubble.
Yeah, it could be a bubble in the glass. I was like scrubbing away at it.
Yeah.
I'm like.
It wasn't high-end glass, and it's funny that this glass that was like in the Depression, what was made to be inexpensive, an inexpensive luxury, and now it's like highly sought after. So. Coastal Chic said, shout out to the JRB packing crew. My green seltzer bottle arrived in one piece and I love it. That's awesome. Those seltzer bottles are thick glass, if there ever was thick glass. So they are made to survive.
All right, show them some stuff from your side.
Did you try shining a black light on it? Shelly, I don't own one.
Oh, to see if it was uranium glass?
Shelly, I do think I shipped your corbel today though. Did you order a corbel? It was somebody, Dean, ordered a corbel. I painted it and shipped it this morning.
Relish tray.
Hey, Les.
I'm not gonna tip it because all the pieces will fall off.
So it's a stainless steel relish tray and I paid $6 for it. It's got all the glass pieces. I didn't notice any chips. I love this center dish. It's not crystal, but it's just really good pressed glass made to look like crystal. And then it's got like this fun lid and knob.
It's got
which
a glass knob
every
on the
time I
top.
find them, the knobs are missing or broken. So I was super excited about that. And then if you didn't want to use it as a relish tray, you could just use it as a cake plate or whatever. And it's $29.95 for the entire set. Leslie said, what is on that platter? Jean says, I'm glad the seltzer bottle made it. The mail service have not been careful with all our packages. It is true. And Jean and Christy are super cautious about everything that they pack.
All right, if you go to the website and you look at the picture of this topper was all busted up and broken and missing the top. So I just took a sander to it, sanded it down smooth. It looks weird now because this is just resin, but once we paint this, I think it's going to be really cool. So this piece comes off.
Zeb, show them. It does have a fleur-de-lis that's broken.
Yeah, it does have one down here, but I'm just going to paint that one. So it all comes apart. It was $3. How much are we selling it for?
There should be a price. If you lift it up, it's on that tag.
Oh, $16.95.
So once we paint it and wax it, it's already sold. We're gonna sell it for $16.95. And Zeb already did the sand work on the edge of that, so that'll probably get painted tonight. Okay, so everywhere in Europe, in Round Top, I want to call it Religiana, like religious icon.
I feel like you're making up words again, though.
I am making up words, but Mary and the saints and the baby Jesus, like this is all the French, European, I don't know, decor has this everywhere. And so I found these at the thrift store. Again, I don't generally buy Christmas this time of year. Could not pass up these. They were how much? 75 cents a piece?
Yeah, they were 75 cents each.
And I found 5 of them. They're all in really good condition.
What's funny is that I picked those up. I had them in the cart and then I put them back. I'm like, no, it's not Christmas right now. And Jamie always comes around back behind me and she's like, no, we'll get them. We'll get them.
They're $22.95 for the set of 5 of them. And they're kind of like resin, paper mache. They've got a little glitter. They almost look like gold leaf, but they're gorgeous. And they're trending, so I couldn't pass them up. But $22.95 for the set of 5 of them. So.
All right, I think someone said that they purchased this.
Yes. Now who said they purchased it? Now
It was way early in the video, but we're barely getting to showing it.
So that is going to have the base painted. I love the flowers that are on it, and it's going to be...
We'll have to be careful because the foam is glued in.
Yes, $18.95. Yeah, we'll just pull it back. We'll paint the base. And how much was it? $4, and we're selling it for $18.95. The roses are all in pretty great shape. I like that, but I don't love the base color. I think it could be a little better.
I feel like if we painted it even just like a simple white, it would really make the roses pop.
So Kai says Religiana is a real thing.
All right,
See?
so this is new, but when it got shipped to us, it had a little bit of wear, like it rubbed in the box or was dirty. And this was regularly $49.95, but because it's got a little bit of wear, a little bit of dirt on it, some scuffing,
we're selling
it for half off at $24.95.
Because here's the thing, that half off is what I pay wholesale. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's how wholesale works. Whatever you buy it for and shipping, you double it.
This is
That's
what I'm talking about right
markup.
here. That's like
So
not gonna wash off. That's wear.
I could return this to and make them refund it, and then I could sell it full price. But I thought somebody might not mind that it's faded on the back, but then you get a really great deal. So instead of paying $50, it's $24.95. Leslie said I thought they were tamales, but this is what's funny. Essentially, no, it was Mary and the baby. But essentially, Kimberly says, none of my Mary stuff is selling. I guess the Catholics aren't shopping my booth right now. So maybe you need to, like, market that a little better. Anyways, I just thought it was funny. A lot of people are decorating with religious icons that are not just a one babe. So there you go. Kai says, I thought it was ears of corn, and Kimberly says, you're just hungry. Caitlin says, I would have bought it as seconds. I have that same bag. I know, it's a really good deal. All right, so again, here's another seconds. We sold out of these aprons. This one has a scuff mark on it that Jean couldn't get out at the shop. And instead of being $14.95, it's $9.95. And honestly, it's an apron, so I would just wear it anyways. It's super cute. So if you wanted one of these and you missed out, they no longer carry them from the manufacturer, so I can't order them. And this one is discounted.
This is not the authentic grain sack ones, but it really looks like them.
Yeah, this is more of the European grain sack fabric. Yeah. It's like nubby, if that makes sense. And the European grain sacks are nubby. The Coastal Chic says grilled chicken tenders, and I mean, you guys, they're sparkly gold, and they're not tamales, and they're not chicken tenders or ears of corn.
So I don't know what's wrong with this, but it's $24.95.
So this is the buffalo check that's in the laundry room.
Of it. Turn it around.
Buffalo check.
Oh,
it's 72 by 72. The only thing that's wrong with this is it has a pink stain right here on the top where you would put your clip, so nobody's gonna see it anyways. But rather than return it, we're selling it to you half off. So instead of 50 bucks, it's $24.95. So there you go.
All right, so we saw this. Jamie scooped it up quick. When we were in Marburger at Round Top, these were selling for like $50, $60, $100 for the big ones. Guess what we paid? It was literally the exact same thing as this.
I didn't even have to take a tree out of it this time.
This was $4.
$4.
At the thrift store.
We're selling it for $26.95. When I saw these prices at Marburgers, I wanted to be like, you guys, you can buy these. They have trees in them. Just take the tree and the foam out. But I didn't. So.
A little bit of hammered brass there for you.
Oh, Heather says 2021 is the year of St. Joseph for us, so you can sell St. Joseph statues. Heather, I'm on the hunt.
All right. I think I've got everything on my side. You got to start scooching your stuff.
Leslie said, wow, $100. Oh, did you show this?
Oh, no.
Back porch offering. It's Corningware. It looks like it's like kind of like a football, but with flowers. But to me, it looks like a football.
Serving tray with feet.
Or ribs, like your ribs, like a Ninja Turtle.
Oh, it does look like a Ninja Turtle. And I can't unsee the Ninja Turtle now.
$12.95 for the Ninja Turtle platter. There you go. Back porch, so it's free.
Would this be like a tiny little trash can, or would you use this for like the fake flowers?
Fake flowers. It would not work well as a trash can unless you had a liner, because stuff would fall outside. It's actually originally from IKEA. Oh, it's a turkey plate. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Not a football or a Ninja Turtle thing.
Ninja Turtles.
$6.95 for that. Zeb's rolling through it. It does have some rust on the inside, and that was free.
Well, we've been live for 37 minutes. We got to paint a bunch of stuff.
We're almost done. This is so good.
We still have like 20 things over there.
I spent like 3 hours listing this stuff and then pricing everything. So
okay. All right, I'll let you have it.
Let me have my moment. Maybe it was 4 hours. I don't know. It was a long time. Okay, so that's a small turkey. Maybe it's just a turkey breast for that platter. All right, $45 each.
These things are
at
cool.
Marburger, and I was like, what the heck are those? And I look them up, and they are French fly traps. Apparently they're hot because I looked them up on Etsy. Also $45.
Let me show you guys close. There's a hole in the bottom, and you put a little bit of syrup in the bottom of it.
And then you put a cork in the top. Only one of them has a cork.
So you put a cork in the top, syrup in the bottom, and then the flies it'll catch hornets and things too. They fly up in here and they can't get out. They can't figure it out. They get stuck.
Yeah. I paid $12 for them, and here's the thing. Had I not gone to Marburger, I might have overlooked them, like, what the heck are those? But I saw them and they were $12. Knowing that they had charged $45 for them at Marburger, I scooped them up, and we're selling these for $24.95 each. And they got, and you kind of look at them, you're like, what the heck? But they have like imperfections and like chips on the inside of the glass, and there's like bubbles in the bottom. So if you're into like wavy old hand-blown glass, these are where it's at. And they're fun. And they have some grass in them. We'll get the grass out before we sell them. All right, did you show the frogs?
I didn't show the frogs yet.
So these are also from Round Top. I paid $5 each, and I'm selling them for $22.95 for the pair. This one is significantly larger. It's the more valuable of the two. These came from the same discount table that had the tarnished silver napkin rings And glass frogs are highly desirable. Some places they're easier to find. Here, I've actually never found one while thrifting here. And I think they're just beautiful to display as is. I never actually used them for frogs or for flowers.
All right, I'm going to show you a couple close-ups. This tin was from the thrift store. It was 75 cents. It's from,
So
is it
Shelly
from
says
Germany?
she found one at an estate sale for $10 and bought it just because it looked cool.
Yeah.
So
they
that
are cool.
particular tin is the maker. It's Kate something or other
It's from New York.
from New York, but she's originally from England.
I was thinking Germany,
And
but I don't know why.
I saw these particular tins, $25 to $30. How much did I put that one for?
This one is, it looks, oh, you scribbled it. I don't know.
$12.95, and I paid 75 cents for it. And you guys, sometimes when I buy, like, I had zero clue that this was worth any money, but I just picked it up and I was like, this is really beautiful and I love it. So even if it's not worth a ton, it's worth 75 cents.
It's in really good shape inside.
And then I, oftentimes the things that I love that are just unique to me, I look them up and then turns out, yeah, they are worth money. They're collectibles. So Kate Greenaway is who makes that. Tracy says, I never find flower frogs. I know, right? And then Grandma says, nothing like the smell of decaying flies. There are no flies, just like some dirt and grass in those. And that's mostly because we were in the fields of Bar W. All right, these are cool. These are seated vases. We paid $1.50 for the pair, and they're vintage. The glass is kind of wavy. I've never seen them before, and we're selling for $12.95 for the pair, which I think is a really good deal. Anytime you can find a pair of vases, especially that you haven't seen before, you should always pick them up. A little pro tip there.
All right, so I think at one point this probably had a stopper. It did have something in the top of it at the thrift store, but it didn't fit, so I left it there.
So did you know?
It's got a handle on it, and the spout. I love the spout and the glass.
That's from France.
Really?
Yes. So they had this cheesy, cheap plastic topper in it that was not original to it. We knew it was older because of how thick the glass was, the design, everything. And when I flipped it over to price it, I was like, that says France right there.
Yep.
So we paid $2 and we're selling it for $12.95. It's a 2-quart juice pitcher. It says looks like a milk bottle. Yes, but with the spout the way that it is, I would call it juice. So maybe you could put milk in it. All right, it would have had a rubber stopper.
Yeah,
That's
it
awesome.
had a plastic something or other.
Yeah, it wasn't
in there.
original to the piece. It kind of cheapened it, so we left that there. It didn't fit. All right.
All right, 2-tiered. This is like a, is this even plated silver?
So this is lacquered plated silver. On the
Lacquered
bottom,
plated
it's got a
silver.
sticker. It's made in India and it says lacquer silver plated. Lovely and beautiful. I paid $7 and we're selling it for $22.95. It's a tiered tray. It does come apart, I believe.
Yep,
So
it screws apart.
It will, when you get it, it'll probably have all of the things mushed together for shipping. Donna says she has a glass fly trap on her kitchen windowsill, but it's not old. That's awesome. Let's see. What's a DI? It is a thrift store.
It's called Deseret Industries, but that's a mouthful, so we shortened it to DI.
And what? Not Kai. Who went to the thrift store?
Ian.
Ian. I knew it was another 3-letter friend. Ian was like, yeah, I don't even remember the other names of the thrift stores now that I've been to the Deseret Industries.
He's like, there's 2 other thrift
I'm
stores
like,
close to here, and I don't think I can ever go in again.
Yeah, I forgot them already. They're that good, and we always like don't like.
Well, and
don't
they
really
have
think-
tonnage, and they ship to wherever doesn't get good donations, so you get good picks pretty much everywhere.
Well, and they are set up really good, like they're organized. So when I go into a regular thrift store, I'm like, oh, this is a mess. Ian gave us thumbs up. All right, I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. All right,
I think I'm gonna bring it close.
This is not crystal,
A lot of close details tonight.
but I love beautiful pressed glass. I called it a cookie jar. I feel like that would be the appropriate size for a cookie jar. I loved the finial on the top. I think had it not had the finial, I might have passed on it, but the finial just was really special to me. I really like that. Zeb, I think the price is on the bottom.
Yeah, $3 is what we paid. It's $14.95.
Yep, there you go. It just reminded me like of a fancy grandma cookie jar, and I had to buy it.
It was super dirty.
Yeah, it was so, a lot of times when we do the thrift haul, things don't get cleaned. That was so dusty that I had to clean it before I photographed it.
We've got this.
Oh, it's a Wexford cookie jar. There you go.
Oh, ma'am.
Kimberly, the DI Tucson is tiny, but I have shopped there. All right. So
Little
I paid
server.
$1. It's plated silver. It's not tarnished, and it's a cake server, $8.95. It was just really pretty.
It's come in handy for my apple pie in the pantry right now.
So I love anything with initials on it because inevitably somebody with the initial has to have it. So this is P for Pam, Peter, Paulson, Paulina, Penny. And I was 75 cents, and I thought that looks kind of like the fancy Anthropology ones that you can buy for like $14 or $15 used. I don't even know if they were new. Sure enough, it is from Anthropology, and I'm selling it for $9.95, and it's in pretty great condition. There's a few scuffs on the bottom, but otherwise it's in great shape. And the thing that I like about this mug is the handle is really unique. So that was really fun. These are more mugs. These are from Martha Stewart. They're actually from Staffordshire, England. And they are, let's see if I can find the pattern. Okay, so it's the Felicity pattern. I paid $1 for each, and I'm selling the set of 3 for $14.95. And I just love the floral. Like, honestly, they could have been made anywhere and I would have still bought them because the floral was just really, really pretty. I like them, like the rose color that's on there, but they are stoneware and they have great crazing on the bottom.
So we found these completely, they're not friends.
And they sold. Somebody else liked them too.
Oh, someone already bought those, huh?
Yep.
So, but they have like kind of the same palm leaf pattern going up. This one.
Not too shabby. Patty says I don't drink coffee.
We'll get the wax off.
You can also drink ice milk in this. Just throwing it out.
So there's that one. This one was $1. We're selling it for $9.95.
Oh, Kate's bought them. She said very shabby chic.
This one has a similar palm pattern on it, but very different base and much larger. I don't know what's your writing on that.
$19.95.
Okay, I couldn't tell if it was a 4
We're
or
gonna
9.
have to use paper clay. It's been fixed, but there's a crack.
Yeah, I think we'll just
So
paper
they
clay
glued
the
it,
crack
but
right there.
Paper clay fix it. And Missy, if there's one that you're looking for, if you email info@jamirayvintagehome.com with the pattern, if I'm out, I'll let you know.
If there was ever a weapon grade candlestick, I mean, this one is basically a club.
This is also $19.95. How much did we pay for that one? I think we paid like $5.
This one doesn't have the price on it. Oh, it's up on top. Yeah, $5.
Oh, Shelly says I pre-ordered your wood candlesticks. Woot woot. Those should be shipping this next week. Yeah, and I think all of our retail orders maybe got delivered this week. I don't know. I'll have to check. They were pre-ordered, so. All right. Let's see if there's any questions. Make sure. All right, I haven't missed anything. Okay, these are gonna get
I'm
painted
done swinging
and
that.
waxed.
I'm gonna hurt myself.
All right, you guys, remember Santa and Mrs. Claus? Ceramics, especially vintage ones, are super collectible. I saw this owl for up to $100 for this owl cookie jar. This one has chips on the beak, so it definitely needs a touch-up, or you could leave it as is. I paid $3, and I'm selling it for $26.95. But the cheapest I saw them for was like $30-ish, but average about $50 to $100 for these. So there you go. The maker is Twin Winton, made in the USA. California. So California Pottery. California Pottery is actually pretty collectible.
All right, so this has a little metal lid on it. I don't know if that's what it originally came with, but it says 4 ounces and then maximum level. I think it's actually a cup though, total. So
and I think we paid
16 ounces.
$1 for it. It says $3, but we did not pay $3. And we're selling it for $3.95. If anybody ever used one of these, would you let me know where it came from? Because we couldn't really tell. We just thought it was cool. It's plastic with a metal lid, but it's like the old vintagey plastic.
It says, oh, it's like a little blender cup. It says hold firmly while blending to prevent
Maybe
unscrewing.
the blender goes here. I bet you it's from Oster or something. I don't know.
It's cool.
It's an Oster blender jar. It's the original Mini Ninja.
I like it. I like it even more now.
All right, 75 cents for these.
Did you see that this one got popcorned?
They're getting painted. Actually, they are all popcorn. They all have popcorn all over them, but they're kind of faint. We're gonna sell them for $9.95. Oh, you know what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to magic eraser them first.
That's fine.
Because I wasn't gonna paint these. I was just gonna put a pot transfer on them, and by pot I mean classic pots from IOD. So we'll get those taken care of here in a little bit. How's the chandelier coming? It's right next to the tub.
It's in the bathroom, but it's not hung up. The trouble.
It's not reached its final destination.
Here's the trouble. the bathroom has amazing lighting, so I'm not like really pressed to get that hanging up there.
Yeah, it's like, do we make painting videos? Do we hang the chandelier? Painting usually wins.
What do you want to see?
It's pretty, just leaned up against the wall, so it'll get hung up eventually.
This is a huge vase, and it's kind of got like a kind of grayish green tone to it.
It's seated, it's wavy, it's
Can you
all
see
awesomeness.
Here, I'll put it up next to this clear one. You can see the difference.
And it's $18.95. How much did we pay originally for it?
You were a buyer at $5.
$5.
Okay.
All right, let's get to painting.
Let me grab you a towel.
Okay, I want to use the new stencils, so let me find, I've got to get these jars. I'll get a couple of these jars going. Got some of my stuff out, so hopefully he'll grab that. Kai says chandeliers look good anywhere. Yeah, I love it, even just hanging out where it was. Somebody asked when I was painting my scale. I don't know yet. I actually got that scale for $20 in Bahia, which is just north of Round Top. It's where La Bahia was the market that we went to. And it's a really cool scale. It's not super old. I would say maybe it's like 70s at best. The brown actually doesn't look horrible in here, so it might be a minute before I paint it, but I don't feel guilty painting it because it's not super old. I'm thinking it might get the pantry door treatment. So pantry door is by Sweet Pickett's Milk Paint, and I think it would look really good on there because we need some more color back here. Although I might paint it somewhere, something in the blue family, I don't know, because then it could match my KitchenAid. I haven't decided. Yes, Caitlin, I did see the copper pot that you left for me on my island. It's washed and under the sink. I haven't decided if I'm going to sell it yet, so it's under the sink. Oh, Diane wants to make sure everybody gives this video a thumbs up. All right, I'm going to grab this. Sorry, guys. I'm going to grab this other one. Is that what you grabbed? Oh, you know what? We didn't show you. We have two more items.
There's two more things down over on the side.
I paid $10 for this mirror. It's got the pressed tin, so it's going to get painted and waxed. And we're going to sell it for $59.95. And it's got hanging hardware on the back. It's really cool. And then Zeb, this is staying here till he does it because it's going to be a lot of work. It's $10 and we're selling it for $69.95. It's a big crate, but it's got like Camp Chef all over it. So he's going to sand he's going to sand it enough to where the logo that's embossed is no longer showing. And then he's going to make it look like an old shipping crate with some fun like stencils and what's that called? Marketing on it, you know, like old companies would have on here. So this one is going to be awesome. I'm not going to get done tonight because it's got to be sanded down. He loved like the metal on the edges and the rope handles. It's going to be good.
It was $10, so I was like, I can't pass it up. Some 60 grit sandpaper will make quick work of that burned logo.
Are bean crock cooker things hard to find? Bean, you mean like pressure cookers? I don't think so. I've cooked beans a lot.
All right.
Oh, Caitlin just want to make sure I saw it. What is the plan for the pink crock? I bought but prefer to keep pink. New Rashonda. We are planning on painting it and using the new stencil. And it has a chip, so it kind of needs to be painted.
Right now we're getting ready to paint some glass. What color do you want for those?
Just checking, will the tin rooster be painted? No, the tin rooster is not getting painted. Just the ceramic rooster, the tall and the short one, those are getting painted. Probably weathered wood and white wax, or maybe farm fresh and white wax, because those are really good combos. All right, I got one more. I have paint over there, sweetie. I just forgot the salt wash.
I didn't even know.
I did. Would you just grab me something to mix?
It's like, oh, we're low on paint. There's none in here.
Would you grab me something to mix the paint and the salt wash in?
Yeah.
So Upcycled by Bree beat me to it. She did these stencils first, but I designed them, so I'm taking some credit for it. And she did a fun textured look over glass. DIY paint sticks to almost everything, and I want to not be able to see this lovely duck pattern, so I'm going to mix salt wash into my mix. I think I'm only probably going to do a couple of them just so you guys get the idea. I don't have a ton of time. I already have the heat gun over there, sweetie.
All right, well, you get some salt wash on one.
Odelia likes the duck.
The duck's got to go.
Good job, little buddy. I'm just teasing. Caitlin got me the pot for free. She is pretty bomb that way. Caitlin, how did the $3 sale go today? She sent me some pictures of a sale she was going to. She's like, do you want me to get you something? I'm like, girl, you know what I like. You've got the company card and the Venmo. You know what's up. All right, I wanted to actually I brought a lighter color.
Oh, you got a lighter one, not weathered wood.
What did I bring? Oh,
You didn't want to
road.
go super dark?
So I was gonna do gravel road and then do black.
Okay.
On it, instead of going black to light, I was gonna go light to black, and I brought black velvet.
Okay.
So I want to mix
Where's
it up.
the
So
stencil
gravel
at?
road is the color that we're using. Let me get a knife. What did you say, sweetie?
Where's the stencil at?
They're over there too. I told you I had almost everything because we get a lot of guff for not being ready. Although it took me a long time for kind of having things put together. Oh, Caitlin's gonna go to the $3 sale on Monday. All right, so gravel road is the lightest gray the DIY carries. We've been giving you links to JRB Home, which is our home website where we have our home decor, our clothing, our snacks. We carry candy. But the paint website is jamirayvintage.com, and that's where you can get the paints and the stencils. You can also, we have over 160 retailers that carry the stencils. You just need to check and make sure they have it.
There you go. You can see that a little better.
JRBwholesale.com has the retailer map for that if you want to see if there's somebody by you that has those stencils. But check, we carry a lot of products, so not everybody has everything, so you want to make sure they have it before you go. Okay, I'm mixing in salt wash to give some texture. I don't want it to be super stiff. I just want it to be stiff enough that it gives me a good amount of texture in here.
Oh, this is the same. This is like the small version of the hops bitters one.
Yeah, all of the big ones, these are the minis. Are you talking about the brown Crocs for baked beans? I don't know. Kai says that salt wash is so creative.
It's super good, and you know, if you've got some slick stuff, if you mix that with paint.
Poor 80s duck is leaving.
Yeah, that's
Oh, this is probably gonna take a few coats because it's light. Can you get that heat gun going?
Yep, I'll get her tuned up.
I could have put more of the salt wash in it, and then it probably would have covered better, but I don't want it to be like lots of stiff peaks because I gotta stencil it. I just want it to look like kind of a old ruddy stoneware. I've seen a lot of people do this to lamps, vases, all kinds of things. All right, I'm gonna get this done real fast.
All right, I'm ready. I'm standing
Actually,
by.
I don't know why I'm doing the rim because that's where the,
But it doesn't sit down inside. It's fine.
well, the lid goes.
It sits down
Oh,
inside.
okay, good. Okay.
You're still winning.
I'm still winning. Got it. In case you didn't know, we say winning like, is it working out? That's what we mean by, are you winning? All right.
Okay,
One's done.
that's going to need definitely another coat.
Yeah, we got to cover up those cute duckies. I'm just gonna miss comments for a minute and get to painting here. So not everything that will be painted will get painted on camera, but we will try to get a few of them done so you can get an idea of what we're gonna do.
Debbie Wilkinson wants to know if you got the email of the small chest of drawers that she decorated.
I don't know. Caitlin, did I get the email? So I should be honest. Caitlin gets all my emails, but the reason is because I have 124,000 emails. I'm not even kidding. And so Caitlin monitors my business email and then forwards stuff to me and makes sure that I see it. So if it were not for her, I might not see any email ever. Because I don't unsubscribe to emails when I should, but I am slowly unsubscribing. I deleted something like 40,000 emails while we were traveling. I can't look at my screen too much, it gives me migraines. I never did before, but I'm getting old and I can't look at the screen as much when I'm driving. So we're using a heat gun. You don't have to use a heat gun to make this work, but we're live on camera, and so it's just the best way to. So Zeb, if you throw your hand in there, you can kind of turn it around.
Yeah, but it gets hot.
Oh, not much.
So Amy Mitchell asked, is it harder to stencil on textured surfaces? Yes and no, a little bit. You lose some of the detail sometimes. But the actual technique itself, I don't think is harder.
No, it's the same.
I almost have this dry enough. I think you could do a second
Yeah,
coat on
I've
here.
got too much right here though. I've got to spread this out. You could probably also brush this on and it would be fine. But I decided to stipple. So what I will do later is I'm going to paint these the same color as the stencil that I put on the jar, so it'll kind of coordinate those together.
Alright, I think that's got enough
Dry? Okay.
dryness.
You are right, it is a little bit warm. Now, when you put the second coat on, guys, do not push super hard. You will pull the first coat off because glass is really, really shiny. And this paint has water in it, and it is water soluble, which means water takes the paint off till it's sealed.
Kai, this is for our pioneers. The Longhorns are good, but this is like our ox logo that they use on all the football shirts. But yes, Longhorns are crazy.
If you guys have not watched the most recent video that we put up, we talk a lot about just like the basics of using DIY paint in that video. So check that out if you need some more tips on painting, especially furniture.
We've been doing lots of texture since we got back from Round Top, because you know everything old has like, if it's authentically old and it's painted furniture like we love, it's usually got at least 7 or 8 layers of paint on it. And by the time you start getting those last layers of paint on, you can't help but get texture.
Yeah, and if you don't want texture, you could just spray the paint on with a spray gun, like put your paint in the spray gun. We get a lot of questions about, you know, how do you not have brush strokes? That's like the surefire way to not have brush strokes is to not even use a brush. Otherwise, it's really hard to like get it all smooth. You got it.
I'm gonna call it crock talk. It's been dominating.
Oh.
All right, here's another little one.
That one's only one coat, right?
Yeah, that one's still
2.
only one, but I'm gonna
Okay.
do this one since you've got 2 on it, so we can
Okay.
get to stenciling.
All right. I'll let you stencil, and I will heat gun that other one. How about that? Sorry, if you hear the door opening and shutting, Harrington is outside working under the lights, fixing his truck that he took off-roading. The good news is, it's not my truck. All right.
Cheryl Atkinson's been watching on her TV, but she popped on to comment and say hey, and she can't wait to get her box that Debbie painted. The shoe box that we got from, that was a Kobe swap meet find, and we did the thrift haul there last weekend because that's where we were at.
BB says, why do I say hello and not one person says hi? I did not see you say hello, so hello, BB. Harrington said, I thought he got a deer. He says that he saw a deer and he was swerving, and that's how he injured his car.
He almost rolled his truck on a dirt road and ended up creaming a cattle guard, and he's done some pretty major damage to the front end.
So ironic.
New radiator, broke the lower A-arm.
Well, then he punctured his air conditioning trying to get the radiator
It was
off.
probably broke anyway. It looked like a horseshoe.
Yeah. When we were teenagers, my sister Deborah, for sure watching, I had a nephew, we won't mention which one it was, said that there was a deer, but it was kind of it wasn't really a deer. And we got into a car accident when we were teenagers. So when he said that there was a deer he was trying not to hit, I was like, huh, I've heard that story before. Look, everybody's saying hi to BB. Woo woo. Amy says, I painted a bunch of smalls with baking soda and I wanted to use your grain effect stencils, but I was afraid of ruining them. Yeah, it would be fine. Baking soda is a finer texture than salt wash, but the look should be similar. Let's see, it's 5:37 in Sweden, Karina says, and yes,
All right.
I'm up. All right, that one is still not quite.
I think it's dry enough you could get a stencil on there though.
If I was gonna let you stencil.
Oh. All right. If I'm
You're the
stenciling.
stencil, so I thought we'd swap spots.
Okay,
And
we
don't
can
have to
we can
unplug
do
it.
that. I can sit on the left. I can do it.
You can do it. So while we were in California,
I sleep on the left.
I accidentally slept on the wrong side of the bed, like legit on the wrong side of the bed.
And I don't
Zeb
care. I don't care about sides of the bed, but she learned why we have a side of the
Zeb
bed.
kept in his sleep trying to get over to my side of the bed, and I thought that it was because we were on a queen and not a king. And so I was trying not to push him because I thought, poor guy, he's so squashed. The next morning I realized, nope, there was plenty of room. He was just getting to the side of the bed that he's used to sleeping on. So the next night I slept on the appropriate side of the bed, and guess who was not like laying on her side, squashed on the side of the bed? Me. So I learned, always stay on my side.
Stay in your lane, all right?
I was like, Zeb, why were you squishing me? He's like, you should have stayed on your
I'm
side.
like, I can't be responsible for the things I do in my sleep. All right, did you want me to use this
I was
to
like,
stencil?
well, now that I know there's plenty of room, I'm going to beat you if you like make me lay on my side again. What?
Is there, I'm looking for, you said you
black
had some.
velvet is right there on that table.
No.
You're still with us.
Okay,
You're doing good. We're going to get to stenciling here.
I'm stenciling right now.
Live crafting is hard.
On a rounded, textured surface.
So do you want me to hold the stencil for you?
No, I got this.
Okay, you got it?
Don't you fret. So black velvet, it's a very, I would say it's a light black, very, very, very dark gray.
It's a soft black.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, because if you buy black velvet fabric, it's a soft black.
Okay, so I'm just gonna hold this like this, mostly straight on here. I could tape it down, but I'm just gonna hold the stencil as we go. See what happens. I'm probably gonna stipple on this because it's rounded and I don't want to accidentally swirl underneath.
I think if I was brushing this and not stippling it, I would brush one way and then brush the other way because glass is notoriously streaky. And I'm not painting the bottom, at least not right now.
You guys see what I'm doing mostly there?
The bottom is gonna be on a countertop and it will like wear off. It takes a while for glass to cure. So if you do buy these, make sure that you're not like scrubbing or scratching on them. Allow that paint a full 30 days to really cure. And even then, don't scratch at it. We have some jars that I painted, they never sold. And then Jean painted and put some farm animals on them and they sold and they're so cute. I think we might have one left, I'm not sure.
So for those asking about the texture, it's not really messing with the stencil at all because the brush is just going right down on there. But it might make it difficult to tape.
I'm just gonna make sure you got a side to stencil as opposed to worrying about drying the whole thing because we're not gonna stencil, we're just stenciling one side. And these particular stencils are old labeling from antique crocks for toothpaste and all kinds of things that I found
Back when they
in my
didn't even really
travels.
do glass jars, everything was in a crock.
Yeah, it was in a crock and it had paint on it to tell you what it was. One of the things when I was making my skincare line is I wanted the jars to be really beautiful and the labels to be really
I'll show you
beautiful.
because I'm quite proud of those.
Zeb designed all the labels. I gave him some inspiration and then I picked out all the jars and all the jars are amber. So my thought is, I mean, recycling is great, right? But even better if the jar is so beautiful that you don't have to recycle it, you can just use it as is for another purpose. So that
And then
was
we
kind
have
of my...
refills for a lot of,
Well,
the
no,
salts,
just
the
the salts. But the thing about the jars being pretty is my other big pet peeve is really ugly products on my countertop. I'm like, you work so hard to decorate and then you got that Noxzema and ain't nobody excited about a Noxzema container unless it's from 1920 and it's that gorgeous cobalt blue, you know? So I wanted to make something that you could leave on your counter so you remember to wash your face because I always forget. But if I see it, then I'm like, oh, gotta wash my face. Anyways.
I'm almost done.
That's all right, we can keep yakking about it. They're all natural, organic products, steam distilled products, essential oils, very quality ingredients, no fillers. The face wash doesn't even have water in it, so the packaging itself is really small because you only need like one tiny little bit.
All right, you guys are gonna get the reveal when I get the reveal.
Ta-da! Oh, that's good. I love it. So once that's dry, we will distress it just a little bit. We'll give it some wax for aging. And then we might top coat it, which technically you're not supposed to do after wax, but I do it on decor all the time. We just want it to last a good long time.
You guys, we're gonna one up the sharing of the name of the skincare. I'm gonna go show you right now. I need to paint one of these.
Actually, there's some of the products are right there by Alexa. She's gonna hear her name and be like, what?
Oh, but I want to show them all the stuff.
You want to show them all the stuff? Okay. Then they're gonna want to buy it, and it's not. Oops, this is the wrong color. It's not on the website yet, guys. All right. Wrong color. I was gonna try to not dirty another brush, but. Amy says, is it smooth like black velvet whiskey? I don't drink, so I don't know.
All right, so this is the bath salts. The Southern is going to be an instant favorite, I can guarantee you.
The Southern is peachy and delicious.
There's that label there. The amber bottle, super great, nice thick glass. We could talk about this stuff for days. We'll call her our apothecary that makes these. She's
amazing,
ridiculously good, and she's a mad scientist with the natural stuff. Check out that little shape.
It was not on my radar to create a private label, but I met her at a boutique and I tried these products. Now these are products she created just for me. They're like scents and combos you can't get elsewhere. But she sent me home with a bag of all the stuff she makes. And I was like, oh my gosh, Zeb, we have to carry these. And he's like, we can't carry something else.
This is paper or cardboard is what's this?
That is it's cardboard. Well, paper, cardboard, whatever. It's not plastic. That's our lip balm.
Most of it is like...
And we have a tinted lip balm, but it's tinted with beets. So there's no dyes or anything in the products. No soy, no grain.
No added water.
No added water, except for the toner does have water in it. Some of the products do have beeswax in them, so keep that in mind, but it's very allergen friendly.
There's one more I wanted to show you. This one was the hardest to design, and it's the smallest label.
That one is good. So we have this one Zeb's going to bring. It's called Counting Sheep, and he had to design a very tiny label for it. This is the cream. If you guys watched my stories when I got my acid pills, this is what I used to heal my face so fast. It's bomb. And you can use it on everything. It's a tiny jar and it's spendy, but I've had my jar for 2 months and I've used like this much out of it because it just takes very little. And those products right there, like the face wash he showed you, that's a full 30 days in a little bottle like that. And that's what happens when you don't put water in your products. So what are people saying?
Oh, they want to know when they can get their hands on this goodness.
Hopefully the next week. I gotta photograph it.
We're gonna photograph it Monday, price it, get it up on the website. So first of the week probably.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna also be offering it to our retailers.
Not everybody that retails for us wants to carry beauty products, and that's fine, but we will be offering it to them as well.
I'm gonna do
5
one
different
more.
scents for the hard lotions, 2 different scents for the bath salts. And the thing that I like about the amber jars is, you know, when you get those big jars of bath salts, you have to use a spoon. Otherwise, if you dump it, it all dumps out. I love that the spout's about that big, so you can dump out like an appropriate amount without having to get a spoon. All right, I'm gonna heat gun.
I may have gone too juicy on this. They're tiny. It'll be okay.
We
If you
can
guys
fix
ever
it.
see old Crocs, there's sometimes the labeling's crooked.
That's true.
Sometimes it's smeared. Sometimes it's only half on there. And it's underneath the glazing like that. Like, they didn't care. They were like, stencil it, glaze it, done.
True that. Alright guys, I'm gonna get this lid done and then we'll put it on the crock that's already finished. I will dry that label and then maybe we'll get some wax on there and give us some age and patina. Zeb's got comments, so if you're commenting and it's being not read, I'm not saying they are, I'm just throwing it out there.
They're mostly just, they're talking about the jars, the beauty line. They're excited about that.
I know everybody's going to want to know price points. I don't have it all ready for me, but I'm going to say it's more expensive than drugstore, but less expensive than the super high-end, like department, like Nordstrom type products.
Well, and it's all...
So, because it's handmade, like legit.
A lot of the stuff is locally sourced too. Like,
oh yeah, all the beeswax is from Idaho or Utah. All the packaging is small, employee-owned companies. Like, she's The gal that makes it for us is just awesome.
We found a diamond in the rough as far as manufacturers go.
She's not even in the rough. She's just a diamond.
Yeah,
she's
she's
shining
good.
bright. All
Well, I'm
right.
just saying, like, everything's like plastic, bright labeling. We wanted something kind of more old school.
Eco-friendly. All right. So what we have, oh, this is not the one that goes on that jar. They're different sizes. Anyway.
Oh, whoops. You have to repaint that one. You didn't get this side dry.
I didn't. I only dried where I only dried where you were stenciling. Is this the right one?
They're all loose. Like, none of them are tight.
Oh! Well, there you go. I thought they were tight, but apparently that is not what they are.
Did you heat gun that?
Not yet, but because I was trying new ones. Here, you can put the...
I'll put another stencil on this one. Then I think we're gonna call it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We got
I'll
a little
show
bit.
you.
We got a little bit going.
All right, we're doing good. I want to do the set of 3 so they can just see them.
I'm gonna do the toothpaste on this, but it's gonna go off of a little bit because it's a little bit large for this particular jar. We'll show you the before and after real quick because we still have a couple jars over here that haven't been painted yet, so you can really see.
I'm gonna have to touch this up off camera, but you get the point here.
I missed the bottom wording on this because of the jar size, but I got the London on there, so I think I'm gonna win.
That one's good. All right, let me grab some white wax. I grabbed everything today except for the white wax, and I'm not really sure where.
We've been using the white wax a ton.
I know. It's not up. You didn't grab it, right?
I didn't grab the white wax, no.
The white wax. There's black wax.
So, all right, everybody go get your old cans that have weird stuff on them that you don't love, and let's make some fun salt wash jars with stencils on them.
All right. Do we have any?
Okay, so I left that one kind of faint on the bottom and the top where it would have kept going because, you know, you see that a lot on the old crockery anyway.
All right, so I'm not gonna wax. I will eventually wax all of it, but I don't want it to be all white wax. So I'm just kind of hitting where the jar would naturally oxidize. And I might even come back in with some black wax.
What do you guys think of the before and after? You know,
Are they
$3. Oh, these were $1 thrift store finds. This is the before, this is the after. And it didn't take us more than, I don't know, how long have we been doing the painting? 20 minutes?
Yeah, not very long. If I wasn't answering comments and trying to.
And sometimes, you know, I know a lot of you guys resell stuff and you thrift and you know, you're paying the mortgage with the stuff you're flipping in your booths and things, but, you know, this is great for just saving stuff from the dump.
You could do this exact same treatment with giant like pickle jars, although I've never successfully got the smell out of pickle jars, but whenever I find a cool jar craft, I always wind up like saving all my spaghetti jars, like my big ones, like anything that comes in a big jar I save. All right, let's see, we'll put these 3 together. Where's the other lid?
All right, guys, I flipped the thing so that it wouldn't be down all crazy, and now the lids fit tight again.
What did you flip?
The rubber grommet on the lid.
Oh, okay. All right,
I
so let's
flipped it
show
over.
them. You want to grab that other one so they can see what they look like
All
together?
3 of them.
We'll finish these up. We got a lot of painting to do on Monday, so maybe Monday's video will be painting thrift store finds because we got to get these done.
Yeah.
JRVhome.com for all of the thrift finds, and then for the paint and products, JamiRateVintage.com. I would love it if you love these videos, if you would share this with your friends. Hit that share button. You can share it in Facebook, email, Twitter, whatever. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Vintage for more.
DIY.
Love you guys. Thanks for joining us.
On Wednesday, we're going to try to have the camera working.
That's right. Wednesday's live. Maybe we'll have the camera and the mics. Bye, guys.